Hi, I'm doing the measurement for tonight's draw, which is 11:19, and I'm gonna make it into two videos. And the last video I ended with the winning numbers from last draw into the new IDCQ system that will be used for tonight's draw into Friday's draw. So let's see what happened if the winning numbers were incorporated to tonight's measurements IDCQ system. So be sure to subscribe, donate, share, and like my video. And email me at hyper_links@yahoo.com for any game prediction or if you want to learn my system. Illustration part 1 to part 16. And now I got stopped it on number 19. Now the second number is 34. 34, I would like to use in between quadrant to show you the hot coordinates. It can be picked up from quadrant 2, but let's use in between quadrants 1 and quadrant 3. So quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4, 34. And the 35 is in quadrant 1 and 3 also. The hot coordinates are D2 now. You see it? And the 68 is in quadrant 2, 4, and the 20 is in quadrant 1. So how many coordinates are hitting the most quadrants? Are quadrant 1 with 4 coordinates in quadrant 1. And you can see how diverse the last winning numbers are into tonight's measurement IDCQ system. And make sure when you use the IDCQ system for tonight's draw, you don't want to pick the same coordinates as this. If you pick all same coordinates as this to form winning combination, you probably will have no chance of winning that jackpot. So do not pick winning numbers from all these coordinates. That means 12, 20, 02, 35, 34, 43, 53, so on and so on to make it look like it's all from the same coordinates. You're not going to hit that winning combination using the same coordinates as last draw in this IDCQ system. Make sure try to diversify your picks. And how do you do that? Using the measurement number generator or using the what do you call it? The breakdown from the IDCQ system, which you can email me for. And the highest number frequency in the IDCQ system for tonight's draw are 36 and 63. We know they are pairing 6 times. If you count the IDCQ system, you know that 36 and 63 are pairing 6 times. The next one are 17, 16, 61. They both are pairing 3 times in the IDCQ system. So if you look at the IDCQ system, they paired 3 times. 34 are pairing 3 times. So that's the obvious number that are showing in the IDCQ system. Remember, we know numbers are going to get drawn 1 time in the IDCQ system, apparently only once. So you might want to diversify your picks also by choosing a number that only appear 1 time or appear more than once. Doesn't mean these numbers are high frequency within the past history of draws. It just means that these frequency of appearance in tonight's measurement draw appeared that many times in the IDCQ system. It doesn't mean that it appeared in the history of draw that many times. So after that, let's talk about red numbers. Red numbers are key. We know at least red numbers occur from time to time mostly, or from time to time, I would say most of the draws have at least 1 red numbers. And they can be white ball or the mega ball. And here are some of the red numbers: 03, 30, 35, 53. The total of 12 red numbers for tonight's draw. If you want all of them, you can email me for all the red numbers. But I'm going to name my 3 red numbers for tonight's draw: 3, 30, 35, and 53. These are 4 of the red numbers out of 12 red numbers we given to you. You can be sure to use them. Now, out of these 4 red numbers, the only red numbers that might be a mega ball pick is 3, but you have 9 other red numbers to choose from, and those red numbers could be from 1 to 25, and maybe those numbers could be a mega ball also. So email me for the other red numbers. Out of these 4 red numbers, the only one that you could play as a mega ball is 3. That's it. But don't say nothing. So remember, nothing is guaranteed. So don't count that all 3 might come out. But I'm just saying that all 3 is a red number for tonight's draw. And the Dster and Dster pair system, we're gonna use that. We're not dropping the Dster and Dster pair, even though the first and second invisible numbers are being used. We do not drop the Dster and Dster pair. That's part of the game plan. That's part of the lottery coaching part. These 2 numbers are the most important part. Remember, the Dster can be the first invisible number or the second invisible number. The Dster pair can be the first invisible number or the second invisible numbers. And both of these can appear in the same draw. And both of them can be the first or second invisible number. So that's why the Dster and the Dster pair are important. Maybe you want to go in a different direction and try to use, and instead of picking a Dster and Dster pair out of the breakdown, you might want to pick the Dster and the Dster pair as the first and second invisible number. So you might want to head that direction also, and I'm planning to do that as well. So far, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go that direction and make the Dster and the Dster pair first and second invisible number. If I need to, then I'll do it. But if I don't need to, I'm not going to do it. The latest first invisible number that was drawn, or 03. 03 was drawn as the first invisible number. 03. The second invisible number that was drawn was 24. 24 was drawn as the second invisible number. So that was the latest invisible. You think those numbers going to repeat as the second invisible number or as the first invisible number? Be my guest to play it. But you can email me for the invisible number for both the first and the second spot. So, and from that list, I have my picks for the next first and second invisible number to be played. The best ones, most likely to come out. And for those of you who got the list, you know which one I'm talking about. The Dster have not been drawn yet, and the Dster pair have not been drawn yet also. And I'm not going to drop out of the Dster and Dster pair. I'm going to keep them. I might rotate it. I might revert the Dster pair back to the Dster. But right now, I'm not going to do that. I'm keeping the Dster as the Dster and the Dster pair as the Dster pair. Remember, nobody won the jackpot yet. When somebody win, probably the Dster and Dster pair might get drawn. And if you like the video, please subscribe, donate, share, and like my video. Use the closed captioning button. And remember, nothing is guaranteed. And you can email me for any game prediction or requests. Now, let's look at the Mega Million numbers. From last draw. And you can see from this to this, you can see that there were no repeats within last draw for 11-15. When you look at 11-15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can see 12, 19 was the only number that got repeated, 34, 35, and 68. So if you use the law of elimination out all those draw, you only wipe out 19 and you still have chance to hit the third prize with 4 white balls and the mega ball. And as you can see, that 19 was the only number that got eliminated by law of elimination. And I'm sure that 19 probably won't have skips, so that means it won't be eliminated again for tonight's draw.